Psalms 71. In you, O Yahweh, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in your righteousness and cause me to escape. Incline your ear unto me and save me. Be my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. You have given commandment to save me. For you are my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O Elohim, out of the hand of a wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For you are my hope. O Adonai, Yahweh, you are my trust from my youth. By you have I been held up from the womb. You are he who took me out of my mother's belly. My praise shall be continually of you. I am as a wanderer unto many, but you are my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with your praise and with your honor all the day. Cast me not off in the time of old age. Forsake me not when my strength fails, for my enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, Elohim has forsaken him. Persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Elohim, be not far from me. O Elohim, make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed that are adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually, and will yet praise you more and more. My mouth shall show forth your righteousness and your yasha all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Adonai, Yahweh. I will make mention of your righteousness, even of yours only. O Elohim, you have taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared your wondrous works. Now also, when I am old and grey-headed, O Elohim, forsake me not, until I have showed your strength unto this generation, and your power to everyone that is to come. Your righteousness also, O Elohim, is very high, who has done great things, O Elohim, who is like unto you. You, which have showed me great and sore troubles, shall quicken me again, and shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth. You shall increase my greatness, and comfort me on every side. I will also praise you with my psaltery, even your truth, O Elohai. Unto you will I sing with the harp, O Holy One of Israel. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto you, and my soul, which you have redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of your righteousness all the day long, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. Psalm 72. Give the king your judgments, O Elohim, and your righteousness unto the king's son. He shall judge your people with righteousness, and your poor with judgment. The mountains shall bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness. He shall judge the poor of a people. He shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. They shall fear you as long as the sun and moon endure throughout all generations. He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass, as showers that water the earth. In his days shall the righteous flourish, and abundance of peace, so long as the moon endures. He shall have dominion also from sea to sea, and from the river unto the ends of the earth. They that dwell in the wilderness shall bow before him, and his enemies shall lick the dust. The kings of Tarshish and of the isles shall bring presents. The kings of Sheva and Seva shall offer gifts. Yeah, all kings shall fall down before him. All nations shall serve him. For he shall deliver the needy when he cries, the poor also, and him that has no helper. He shall spare the poor and needy, and shall save the souls of the needy. He shall redeem the soul from deceit and violence, and precious shall their blood be in his blood. Continually, and daily shall he be praised. There shall be a handful of grain in the earth upon the top of the mountains. The fruit thereof shall shake like Lebanon, and they of a city shall flourish like grass of the earth. His name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun, and men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. Blessed be Yahweh Elohim, the Elohai of Israel, who only does wondrous things, and blessed be his glorious name forever. And let the whole earth be filled with his glory. Amen and amen. The prayers of David, the son of Ishai, are ended. Psalm 73, a mizmor of Akaf. Truly, Elohim is good to Israel, Yasharel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my step had well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish, when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walks through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how does El know? And is there knowledge in El Elyon? Behold, these are the wicked, who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Truly, I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocence. For all the day long have I been plagued, and chastened every morning. If I say, I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of your children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of El. Then I understood their end. Surely you did set them in slippery places. You cast them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation, as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with terrors, as a dream when one awakens. So, O Adonai, when you awake, you shall despise their image. Thus my heart was grieved, and I was pricked in my mind. So foolish was I and ignorant. I was as a beast before you. Nevertheless, I am continually with you. You have held me by my right hand. You shall guide me with your counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but you? And there is none upon the earth that I desire beside you. My flesh and my heart fails, but Elohim is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For lo, they that are far from you shall perish. You have destroyed all of them that go a whoring from you. But it is good for me to draw near to Elohim. I have put my trust in Adonai Yahweh, that I may declare all your works. Psalm 74, a maskil of Akaf. Oh, Elohim, why have you cast us off forever? Why does your anger smoke against the sheep of your pasture? Remember your assembly, which you have purchased of old, the rod of your inheritance, which you have redeemed. This Mount Zion, where you have dwelt, lift up your feet unto the perpetual desolations, even all that the enemy has done wickedly in the sanctuary. Your enemies roar in the midst of your assemblies. They set up their ensigns for signs. A man was famous according as he had lifted up axes upon the thick trees. But now they break down the carved work thereof at once with axes and hammers. They have cast fire unto your sanctuary. They have defiled by casting down the dwelling place of your name to the ground. They said in their hearts, let us destroy them together. They have burned up all the synagogues of El in the land. We see not our signs. There is no more any prophet. Neither is there among us any that knows how long. Oh, Elohim, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme your name forever? Why withdraw you your hand, even your right hand? Pluck it out of your bosom. For Elohim is my king of old, working Yasha in the midst of the earth. You did divide the sea by your strength. You broke the heads of the dragons in the waters. You broke the heads of Leviathan in pieces and gave him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. You did cleave the fountain and the flood. You dried up mighty rivers. The day is yours. The night also is yours. You have prepared the light and the sun. You have set all the borders of the earth. You have made summer and winter. Remember this, that the enemy has reproached, O Yahweh, and that the foolish people have blasphemed your name. O deliver not the soul of your turtle dove unto the multitude of the wicked. Forget not the assembly of your poor forever. Have respect unto the covenant, for the dark places of the earth are full of the habitations of cruelty. O let not the oppressed return ashamed. Let the poor and needy praise your name. Arise, O Elohim, plead your own cause. Remember how the foolish man reproaches you daily. Forget not the voice of your enemies. The tumult of those that rise up against you increases continually. Psalm 75. To the chief musician Altashkif, a mizmor of song of Akaf. You. Do we give thanks for that your name is near, your wondrous works declare. When I shall receive the assembly, I will judge uprightly. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it. Selah. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. For promotion comes neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but Elohim is the judge. He puts down one and sets up another. For in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he pours out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth, shall wring them out and drink them. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the Elohim of Yaakov. All the horns of a wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of a righteous shall be exalted. Psalm 76. To the chief musician on Neginya, a mizmor of song of Akaf. In Yahweh is Elohim. No, I'm sorry. In Yehuda is Elohim known. His name is great in Yasharel. In Shalem also is his tabernacle, and his dwelling place in Zion. There broke he the arrows of a bow, the shield, and the sword, and the battle. Selah. You are more glorious and excellent than the mountains of prey. The stout-hearted are spoiled. They have slept their sleep, and none of the men of might have found their hands. At your rebuke, O Elohai of Yaakov, both a chariot and a horse are cast into a dead sleep. You, even you, are to be feared. And who may stand in your sight when once you are angry? You did cause judgment to be heard from heaven. The earth feared and was still. When Elohim arose to judgment to save all the meek of the earth, Selah. Surely the wrath of man shall praise you. The remainder of wrath shall you restrain. Vow and pay unto Yahweh Elohim. Let all that be round about him bring presents unto him that ought to be feared. He shall cut off the ruach of princes. He is terrible to the kings of the earth. Psalm 77. I cried unto Elohim with my voice, even unto Elohim with my voice, and he gave ear unto me. In the day of my trouble I sought Adonai. My soul ran in the night and ceased not. My soul refused to be comforted. I remembered Elohim and was troubled. I complained, and my ruach was overwhelmed. Selah. You hold my eyes waking. I am so troubled that I cannot speak. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. I call to remembrance my song in the night. I commune with my own heart, and my ruach made diligent search. Will Yahweh cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more? Is his mercy clean gone forever? Does his promise fail forevermore? Has El forgot tend to be gracious? Has he in anger shut up his tender mercies? Selah. And I said, this is my infirmity, but I will remember the years of the right hand of El Elyon. I will remember the works of Yah. Surely I will remember your wonders of old. I will meditate also of all your work and talk of your doings. Your way, O Elohim, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great an El as our Elohim? You are the El that does wonders. You have declared your strength. Your arm redeemed your people, the sons of Yaakov and Yosef. Selah. The waters saw you, O Elohim, the waters saw you. They were afraid, the depths also were troubled. The clouds poured out water, the sky sent out a sound. Your arrows also went abroad. The voice of your thunder was in heaven. The lightnings lightened the world. The earth trembled and shook. Your way is in the sea, and your path in the great waters, and your footsteps are not known. You led your people like a flock by the hand of Moshe and Aaron. Psalm 78. Give ear, O my people. Give ear to my Torah. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of Yahweh, and his strength, and his wonderful works that he has done. For he established a testimony in Yaakov, and appointed a Torah in Yasharel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in Elohim, and not forget the works of El, but guard his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose ruach was not steadfast with El. The children of Ephraim, being armed and carrying bows, turned back in the day of battle. They did not guard the covenant of Elohim, and refused to walk in his Torah, and forgot his works and his wonders that he had showed them. Marvelous things did he in the sight of their fathers. In the land of Mizraim, in the field of Zon, he divided the sea and caused them to pass through, and he made the waters to stand as a heap. In the daytime also he led them with a cloud, and all the night with a light of fire. He clave the rocks in the wilderness, and gave them drink as out of a great depths. He brought streams also out of a rock, and caused waters to run down like rivers. And they sinned yet more against him by provoking El Elyon in the wilderness. And they tempted El in the hut by asking meat for the lust. Yeah, they spoke against Elohim. They said, "Can El furnish a table in the wilderness? Behold, he smote the rock that the waters gushed out and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people?" And therefore Yahweh heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Yaakov, and anger also came up against Israel, because they believed not in Elohim, and trusted not in his Yasha. Though he had commanded the clouds from above, and opened the doors of heaven, and had rained down manna upon them to eat, and had given them of a grain of heaven, men did eat angels' food, and angels' food he sent them meat to the full. He caused an east wind to blow in the heavens, and by his power he brought in the south wind. He rained flesh also upon them as dust, and feathered fowls like as the sand of a sea. And he let it fall in the midst of their camp, round about their habitations. So they did eat and were well filled, for he gave them their own desire. They were not estranged from their lust. But while their meat was yet in their mouths, the wrath of Elohim came upon them, and slew the fattest of them, and smote down the chosen men of Yasharel. For all this they sinned still, and believed not for his wondrous works. Therefore their days did he consume in vanity, and their years in trouble. When he slew them, then they sought him, and they returned and inquired early after El. And they remembered that Elohim was their rock, and El Elyon their Redeemer. Nevertheless, they did flatter him with their mouth, and they lied unto him with their tongues, for their heart was not right with him, neither were they steadfast in his covenant. But he, being full of compassion, forgave their iniquity, and destroyed them not. Yet many a time turned he his anger away, and did not stir up all his wrath. For he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passes away and comes not again. How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness, and grieve him in the desert? Yeah, they turned back and tempted El, and limited the Holy One of Yasharel. They remembered not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy. How he had wrought his signs in Mizraim, and his wonders in the field of Zon, and had turned their rivers into blood, and their floods that they could not drink. He sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them. He gave also their increase unto the caterpillar, and their labor unto the locust. He destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore trees with frost. He gave up their cattle also to the hail, and their flocks to hot thunderbolts. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence, and smote all the firstborn in Mizraim, the chief of their strength in the tabernacles of Ham. But made his own people to go forth like sheep, and guided them in the wilderness like a flock. And he led them on safely, so that they feared not. But the sea overwhelmed their enemies. And he brought them to the border of his sanctuary, even to this mountain which his right hand had purchased. He cast out the heathen also before them, and divided them an inheritance by line, and made the tribes of Yasharel to dwell in their tents. Yet they tempted and provoked Elohim Elyon, and did not guard his testimonies, but turned back and dealt unfaithfully like their fathers. They were turned aside like a deceitful bow, For they provoked him to anger with their high places and moved him to jealousy with their graven images. When Elohim heard this, he was wroth and greatly abhorred Yasharel, so that he forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent which he placed among men, and delivered his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hand. He gave his people over also unto the sword, and was wroth with his inheritance. The fire consumed their young men, and the maiden were not given to marriage. The priests fell by the sword, and their widows made no lamentation. Then Adonai awoke as one out of sleep, and like a mighty man that shouts by reason of wine. And he smote his enemies in the hinder parts. He put them to a perpetual reproach. Moreover, he refused the tabernacle of Joseph, and chose not the tribe of Ephraim, but chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount Zion which he loved. And he built his sanctuary like high palaces, like the earth which he has established forever. He chose David also his servant, and took him from the sheepfolds. From following the ewes great with young, he brought him to feed Yaakov his people, and Yasharel his inheritance. So he fed them according to the integrity of his heart, and guided them by the skillfulness of his hands. Psalm 79. Oh, Elohim, the heathen are come into your inheritance. Your holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Yerushalayim on heaps. The dead bodies of your servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of the heavens. The flesh of your Hasid unto the beasts of the earth. Their blood have they shed like water round about Yerushalayim, and there was none to bury them. We are become a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and derision to them that are round about us. How long, Yahweh? Will you be angry forever? Shall your jealousy burn like fire? Pour out your wrath upon the heathen that have not known you, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon your name. For they have devoured Yaakov, and laid waste his dwelling place. Oh, remember not against us for my iniquities. Let your tender mercies speedily prevent us, for we are brought very low. Help us, O Elohai of our Yasha, for the glory of your name, and deliver us, and purge away our sins for your name's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is the Elohim? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by revenging of the blood of your servants which is shed. Let the sighting of a prisoner come before you. According to the greatness of your power, preserve those that are appointed to die. And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom the reproach wherewith they have reproached you, O Adonai. So your people are sheep of your pasture, will give you thanks forever. We will show forth your praise to all generations. My apologies, I have my little grandson here. He's passing gas. So if you heard he's passing gas, it's him. No, we're feeding and listening to God's word. Okay, Psalm 80. Oh, give ear, O shepherd of Yasharel, you that lead yourself like a flock. You that dwell between the cherubim, shine forth. Before Ephraim and Benjamin and Manasseh, stir up your strength, and come and save us. Turn us again, O Elohim, and cause your face to shine, and we shall be saved. O Yahweh Elohim Tzevaoth, how long will you be angry against prayer of your people? You feed them with the bread of tears, and give them tears to drink in great measure. You make us a strife unto our neighbors, and our enemies laugh among themselves. Turn us again, O Elohim Tzevaoth, and cause your face to shine, and we shall be saved. You have brought a vine out of Mizraim. You have cast out the heathen and planted it. You prepared room before it, and it caused it to take deep root, and it filled the land. The hills were covered with the shadow of it, and the boughs thereof were like the goodly cedars. She sent out her boughs unto the sea, and her branches unto the river. Why have you then broken down her hedges, so that all they which pass by the way to pluck her? The boar out of a wood wastes it, and the wild beast of a field devours it. Return, we beseech you, O Elohim Tsebaoth. Look down from heaven, and behold